Welcome everyone to this first tutorial video on Python. Python is the fastest growing programming language out there in terms of the numbers of developers using it, the numbers of libraries we have, in terms of its simplicity in syntax that can be easily read, and in terms of companies using it. Also, Python is used in fields like machine learning, graphical user interface, software development, as well as web development. So in this video, we will discuss what is Python used for, the history of Python, and why should you learn Python. Okay, starting with what is Python? Python is a programming language, but it is also an interpreted, which means Python compiles your code to machine language, object-oriented, and high-level programming language. In addition to that, Python also supports procedure programming as well as object-oriented programming. Here's a bonus information. Did you know that IBM, NASA, Facebook, Netflix, Google, Reddit, and some other huge companies use Python? And did you know that Python is very easy? It is much simpler than C, C++, C Sharp, and Java. That is why most of the colleges and schools are teaching Python. What is Python used for? It is used for scientific computing. Let me give you a name of a library that is used for astronomy. It's called AstroPy. If you want to discover about AstroPy, I have a link in the description that will take you to their website. Also, Python is used to build games. The Pygame library is a popular library for developing games. There's also another popular library called Kivy, which is a free and open source Python framework for developing mobile apps and other multi-touch application software. Speaking of developing mobile apps, Python also supports desktop applications. There's a tkinter library, which is the most popular GUI library for developing desktop application. Definitely, if you want to learn those libraries, you need to have a solid background on Python. And don't worry, if you are completely new to Python, you're in the right place, because I'll be doing a Python tutorial series on this channel for those who want to understand Python, so feel free to subscribe and join me in this series. The history of Python. Python was created by a Dutch programmer called Guido van Rossum, but that doesn't explain why he chose the name Python. Well, the creator was a big fan of Monty Python's Flying Circus, and that is why Python is named Python. Now, should you learn Python? The answer is definitely you should. Even if you are a person who had never written a code in your life, you can learn Python because it is very easy. Also, Python gives you access to numerous career opportunities. Careers like Python developer, data scientist, software developer, data analyst, web developer, and more. If you want to know about the salary of a Python developer earns an average of $114,000 per year, of course, depending on your experience. So, do you have to learn Python? Only you can answer this question. If you said yes, that's a perfect choice, and I would love to help you to learn Python. So, I recommend you subscribe to my channel, TechScent, and join me in my Python tutorial series for beginners. Then, after this tutorial, you can upgrade your skills and go learn advanced concepts. Alright, that brings us to the end. You're watching TechScent, and see you in the next one. Before you go, do you know what is programming? Well, check out this video and discover what is programming.